Christie announced today the creation of a task force which will look at funding being given to school districts throughout New Jersey and will define what it means to be an at-risk student.
I signed this morning an executive order creating an education funding task force to study, evaluate, and recommend a new measure to determine who are at-risk students in place of participation in the free and reduced price lunch program.
The reduced price lunch program has been used to count the number of students at risk, and therefore those students receive funding from the state. A recent study has shown fraud in this program.
A report by the state auditor has revealed high levels of fraudulent enrollment in the program, resulting in possibly tens of millions of dollars being misdirected and misspent in school districts based on enrollment in this program. The 2011 report by the state auditor found that as many as 37% of the students in the program are enrolled fraudulently. This fundamentally jeopardizes the state's ability to fairly and appropriately determine aid level for schools.
This is one of the many things this task force will be addressing.
Task force will consider some very specific issues. First, looking at economically effective measures of student poverty. Second, educationally sound measures of defining who exactly is an at-risk student. Appropriate adjustments to the school funding formula to account for municipal property rateable basis that may be artificially deflated as a result of property tax abatements, and there was a report by our state comptroller on that issue. Identifying all aspects of the funding formula that may be susceptible to fraud or subject to undue outside manipulation, and recommendations to address these abuses. So whether it's bringing New Jersey in line with other states and funding districts based on how many students are actually attending school, which we addressed also in the education funding report, or recommending a new measure for at-risk students.
The governor has not determined who will be present in this task force, but does say they will have a background in both educational and municipal funding. Reporting in Trenton, Rose Eckler, WZBN News.